Who's ever driven 8 hours to play a show for like 10 people? This one's for you. We're about to dive into a massive shift in how artists are going to find their audience and plan their tours, and it's all starting right now. And listen, that is not an exaggeration. The old way of booking shows, based on gut feelings and maps that are decades out of date, it's pretty much obsolete. What's replacing it is something way smarter, way more accurate, and it's all built on a totally new kind of data. This right here, this sums up the entire change. For years, tours were planned around geography, zip codes, major cities, the usual suspects. But the future? It's all about routing by wallet. It's about finding out precisely where your real, dedicated fans are, not just where the industry thinks they should be. So before we get to where we're going, we first have to understand why the old way of doing things is just fundamentally broken. I mean, think about it. Artists have always been pushed to play the same circuit, right? The same A markets, the same B markets. But those maps weren't really maps of fans. They were just convenient zones for agents and promoters. The whole system was built on assumptions, not actual proof. And here's the real kicker. The data we use today, it's super misleading. All those streaming numbers, those social media followers, they're like ghosts in the machine. They look real, but they don't tell you who's actually going to buy a ticket and show up on a Tuesday night. And this gets to a really critical point. A stream or a like, that's passive. It's easy, it's not a real commitment. But an action, like buying a ticket or claiming a digital token, now that is provable loyalty. That's a fan raising their hand and saying, hey, I'm here, I'm invested. So here's the magic, right? Blockchain technology makes all of these actions visible, and even better, it makes them mappable. For the first time ever, you can slice right through the noise of those vanity metrics and see a literal map of where your true community actually lives. Which brings us to the absolute heart of this whole thing, the wallet cluster. This is the new map for every single touring artist out there. And it's really that simple. A wallet cluster isn't some guess or a prediction. It's a record of what's already happened. It's a heat map of pure, genuine enthusiasm, showing you these dense pockets of fans who have already put their money where their mouth is to support you. Okay, so here's how it works in practice. A fan does something, let's say they buy a digital collectible from you. That action gets logged forever in their blockchain wallet. That wallet then pops up as a little point of light on your map. And when you get enough of those lights in one area, you get a glowing cluster. You're literally just following the light. I mean, just think about how powerful this is. The old map, the old logic would tell you to book Chicago, no question. But this new map, it might just reveal this hidden, super passionate fan base in a smaller town you'd never even considered. You stop guessing and you start following the actual heat. And look, this isn't some far-off science fiction. The tools you need to build this new map, they're already here. So let's take a look at the toolkit that's going to be standard for every artist by 2035. First up, we've got NFT fan passes. The best way to think about this is like a digital diary of someone's fandom. Every show they go to, every t-shirt they buy, it all gets added as a stamp. This creates a permanent, verifiable record of their journey with you, turning loyalty into something you can actually see and reward. So let's say you're looking to play somewhere new. How do you test the waters without just, booking an expensive show and hoping for the best? Well, that's where geofenced drops come in. You can release a free digital collectible that's only claimable inside a specific area, say a 50-mile radius around Austin, Texas. The number of people who bother to claim it gives you an instant, super low-risk signal of how much interest is really there. Your fans literally tell you where to go. And then you've got artist tokens. Now, these are not speculative coins, okay? They're much more like a digital fan club membership. If you hold a token, maybe you get access to ticket pre-sales or exclusive content. And for the artist, seeing a cluster of token holders on the map, that is one of the strongest demand signals you could ever ask for. Okay, so you've got all this incredible new data coming in. How in the world do you make sense of it all? Well, this is where AI becomes your most trusted co-pilot. And it's all powered by the passion of your fans. Just imagine an AI dashboard that's analyzing all of these different data points for you in real time. It's looking at the density of your wallet clusters, tracking where your token holders are, reviewing fan histories. It can even predict how much merch you'll sell in a specific city. It connects all the dots so you won't have to. So maybe your heart is set on playing that legendary venue in Nashville. But your AI might flag Denton, Texas as a guaranteed sellout because it sees this small but incredibly dedicated cluster of fans there. This is all about making decisions based on truth, not just tradition. The data always wins. And this technology empowers fans on an even deeper level. We're going to start seeing a rise in community-owned venues, where fans can actually pool their resources to build and run their own spaces for the music they love. These wallet clusters will show exactly which towns have a community strong enough to make it happen.
So at the end of the day, what does all this really mean for a working artist? Well, it means you have a choice to make about the kind of future you want to build for yourself.
And honestly, the choice couldn't be more black and white. Artists who ignore this shift are going to be stuck in the past, guessing at markets and playing to half-empty rooms. But the ones who adapt, they can use this data to build truly sustainable careers, all on the foundation of a real, measurable community. And that's the big takeaway here. The whole power structure is flipping. It's not about agents and promoters telling you where to go anymore. In this new world, it's the fans, through their wallets and their actions, who are drawing the map. This isn't some distant future we're talking about. This is happening right now. The tools are here, the data is just waiting to be read, and the map is lighting up with real, tangible support. The only question left is, are you ready to follow it?